Welcome guys to the Crazy Hands Knitting channel. In this video tutorial I want to show you how I was knitting these flat socks. So at the beginning we will knit this part and then we will knit the sole. Fold and knit the sole. At the very end we will make just one seam. It will be really nice seam and almost invisible. So how to understand how long you should make increases to get the right size. So this pink part, when you try it on your foot, it should cover a little bit, you stretch a little bit, and it should cover almost all your toes. Small part can be visible, but I do suggest you knitting until the piece covers all your toes. Okay, now for this project you will need, as you may see, for the main part of the sock I'm using circular needles 3.5 millimeters, and for the ribbon part I was using double pointed needles 3 millimeters. Just let me find them. Here they are, 3 millimeters. So for the ribbon. And the yarn, you may use any medium weight yarn. Today I am using Bernat satin, and the weight is, oh, it's worsted weight. So use any medium weight yarn, and if you want to try knitting these beautiful socks with me, you are welcome, and let's get started. Using smaller size knitting needles, holding them together, in my case it's, you remember, 3 millimeters, cast on 34 stitches. 34. And let's start. Slip the first stitch, knit 1, purl 1. So we start with a simple ribbon, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, repeat till the end. Go on knitting till the end. At the end, knit 1, purl 1, and we will purl the last stitch as well. Turn. Row number 2 and row number 2 we will repeat all the way. After, slip the first stitch. So you see the knit stitch. When you see the knit stitch, you knit 1 below. So not into the stitch, but 1 below. And just a normal purl stitch. And again, knit 1 below, purl 1, knit 1 below into the previous stitch, purl 1, knit 1 below, purl 1, knit 1 below, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1 below, purl 1. Please go on repeating till the end. At the end again, knit 1 below, purl 1, and purl the last selvage stitch. turn. Row number 3 will be the same as row number 2, as I said. So you see the knit stitch, knit 1 below, purl 1, knit 1 below, purl 1, knit 1 below, purl 1, go on knitting till the end. So go on knitting at the end, purl 1, row number 4 will be the same as row number 2, and go on knitting until ribbon reaches desired length. In my case it will be about 12 centimeters. Also, I want you to finish on the wrong side. So here is the wrong side now. Here is the right side. So I want you to finish on the wrong side because when we fold the cuff, the right side will facing us. Please go on knitting. And here I am, that's what I have. You see, I'm on the wrong side. Let's measure it. Also pay attention that from the next row we will change the knitting needle size for the bigger. So it is almost 5 inches or 12 centimeters, a little bit less. Now we need to find the central 6 stitches and place stitch markers. I will show you how. So slip the first stitch and knit 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So right, slip the first stitch and knit 13. Now next 6 stitches we will place stitch markers every 2 stitches. So knit 2, now place stitch marker, knit 2, place again one more stitch marker, and knit 2. You don't need to place stitch marker after, so in this way we separate 6 stitches, 6 central stitches, and along these stitch markers we will make increases. Go on knitting all other stitches, knit 13 and purl the last selvage. Turn. Don't forget to change the knitting needles. And next row, the second row, slip the first stitch, now knit 13, okay, knit 13, let's count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so in total 14 stitches, and next 6 stitches we will always purl 6, purl 6, and again knit 13 and purl the last selvage stitch. Cut the yarn, leaving a tail pretty long so that it will be now to make a seam. And now let's change the color. It is of course optional if you want. Next row, row number 3 after the ribbon. In the row where when we change the color, we do not slip the first stitch but knit it. So knit first stitch and knit next 13 stitches. Or until you have 2 stitches before the stitch marker. And now we need to make left leaning cable twist with left lifted increase together. Slip the next stitch to the right hand needle without knitting it, then knit next stitch. Now we are making left lifted increase. So with the left hand needle from back to front, you insert the needle into the stitch 2 rows below the one you just knitted on the right hand needle, up, lift it and knit it without twisting it through the back loop. Now you have 3 stitches and now we need to make a left leaning cable twist. For this, pick up the third stitch in front, drop the second and third, and pick up them with right hand needle in back. 1, 2, and make a left, you see, leaning cable twist. You may also, if we return everything, use an extra needle. Maybe it will be easier for you. So let's return everything back. Return everything to the right hand needle. Okay, so to make a left leaning cable twist, return these pink stitches back to the left hand needle. Slip the stitch that you didn't need to the extra needle, return back, and the same you see we have left leaning cable twist, just knit the stitch that you slipped before. Well, I'm sure you are overwhelmed, but trust me, it's very easy. Knit next 2 stitches and here we will make a right leaning cable twist with left lifted increase. Bring in the working yarn in front, slip the next stitch, then knit next stitch. Now in back, with your left hand needle pick up the second stitch, drop the first one, and with right hand needle pick up the first stitch, and you see we make already a right leaning cable twist. Then knit next stitch, and now we need to make a left lifted increase, so we need to add 1 more stitch as usually from back to front. You can do it with your right, but usually with your left hand needle pick up the stitch, do not twist it, and knit it. So that's it, and that's what we have done: a right leaning cable twist and left leaning cable twist. Finish with knit 13. If you are again overwhelmed and think that it's very hard, no, trust me, it's not. It's very funny. Just I will show you one more time, so no worries. Purl the last stitch, turn. On the wrong side there will be always the same, so knit 14. So you knit the side stitches always and purl the central 6 stitches. Now purl 6, you remember we added 1 stitch, so already it was not knit 13 but knit 14. Purl 2 more and finish knitting all other stitches. Knit 14 and purl the last selvage. Purl, pull all tails here. Perfect. Next row, row number 5, slip the first stitch and knit 14 or until you have 2 stitches before the stitch marker. Again, now we are making left linen cable twist with left lifted increase. Slip next stitch holding working yarn in back. Now knit next stitch. Make left lifted increase, so 2 rows below. Insert the needle from back to front. Pick up the stitch and knit it. Now you have 3 stitches and we need to make a left linen cable twist, left linen. For this, pick up the 3rd stitch in front with left hand needle, drop first 2 and pick up them in back with right hand needle and knit the stitch you slipped before. So we have done left linen cable twist. Now knit 2 and here we will make right linen cable twist with left lifted increase. So slip the next stitch holding working yarn in front, knit next stitch and let's make right linen cable twist. For this, in back pick up the 2nd stitch with left hand needle, drop the 1st stitch and pick up the 1st stitch with right hand needle in front. Knit next stitch and 1, 2, the 2nd row. Here is the where we need to make increase from this stitch. Add 1 more stitch and knit 14 till the end. And purl the last. Turn. On the wrong side, knit all side stitches. Now it's knit 15, slip the 1st stitch, knit 15. Purl central 6 stitches. And knit all other stitches till the end. Purl the last selvage. Turn. Again, let's repeat and let's make increases. Slip the 1st stitch, knit 15 or knit until you have 2 stitches before the stitch marker, in case you don't want to count. Now we will make left linen cable twist with left lifted increase. Slip the next stitch holding working yarn in back, then knit 1, make left lifted increase, and now you need to make a left linen cable twist. So again, I will use an extra needle, so slip the first stitch to the extra needle and hold it in front. Return these two knitted stitches back to the right hand needle and knit one from the extra needle in case it is easier for you. Knit two. Now right linen cable twist, slip the next stitch holding working yarn in front, then knit one. So here what we are doing here, we need to make a right linen cable twist. So with extra needle we need to return back one stitch to the left hand needle, slip the next stitch to the extra needle and hold it in back, but pay attention that the working yarn is on top. Now return back the knitted stitch and knit one from the extra needle. I don't know, it's more complicated for me. Now make a left lifted increase and go on knitting all stitches till the end. So I do hope it's clear. I don't know whether it's complicated or not, please tell me. In this way you go on knitting this pink part until it covers almost all your toes. Go on knitting and I will see you after. Here I am, guys. I have done in total, so let's just measure the size. I forgot to tell you the size. The size is 6.5. So you see it covers little, toe, and almost the big one. And now we're going to change the color. Again, it's optionally if you want. And we will need 4 more rows in the same way. Now I cut the pink color, again leaving a tail pretty long. Change the color. You remember again in the row where we change the color, we do not slip the first stitch but we knit it. So go on knitting till the stitch marker, make left linen cable twist, then right linen cable twist with increases, and in this way go on knitting 4 rows in the same way. Here I am. So let's measure. For the size 6.5, 16 centimeters will be enough from the ribbon, I mean. So you see, it covers all toes. Now cut the gray color again, and now you need to slip to the right hand needle all stitches until you have 2 stitches before the stitch marker. It doesn't matter how many stitches you have. I think I have 36. Just slip them without knitting. From this part we start knitting the sole. Again, I take the gray color, remove this stitch marker, the first one. Now knit 1, return the stitch marker back, now knit 4, the same 6 stitches, knit 1, 2, 3 and 4, return stitch marker, and the last stitch we will start right away with decreases forming the sole. We will purl 2 together, the 6th stitch and the 7th, but still we will always work with the main 6 stitches, central stitches. Turn on the wrong side, slip the first stitch holding working yarn in back. Now knit 4 and the last 2 stitches knit 2 together. Turn, slip the next stitch here, hold the working yarn in front and now bring it in back. And of course it's clear that 6 stitches is not enough for the sole, we need to make the sole a little bit wider. So we will add 1 stitch, knit 3, now add 1 stitch in this way, knit front, knit through the front loop and then knit the same stitch through the back loop. So we added 1 stitch in the center. And you remember on the right side we purl 2 together after the stitch marker. Great. Turn. Here again we will add 1 stitch, slip the first stitch, knit 4 already because we added 1 stitch, and here again we will add 1 more stitch in this way, knit front, knit back, and after the stitch marker on the wrong side we knit 2 together. Perfect. Oops. Turn. Slip the first stitch holding working yarn in front and then bring it back. We go on adding stitches, so knit 5, now knit front through the front loop, knit through the back loop, after the stitch marker purl 2 together. And the last, increase, slip the first stitch, knit 6, and again increase, knit through the front, knit through the back, and knit 2 together. Now for the sole we have 10 stitches and it's enough. So 8 in the center and 1 after the stitch marker and 1 before the stitch marker. So these 10 stitches are enough for the sole. Now we just go on working, knitting last 2 stitches always together or purling. On the right side, slip the first stitch. Now knit 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, And you remember on the right side we make purl 2 together, no increases. Turn on the wrong side, slip the first stitch, again knit 8, and knit 2 together. And these last 2 rows we are going to repeat. Slip the first stitch, knit 8, on the right side, purl 2 together, turn, slip the first stitch, knit 8, and knit 2 together. So really easy. Please go on knitting, repeating last 2 rows until you will get 4 stitches on the right side and 4 stitches on the left side here, and 10 stitches in the center. Please go on. Here I am, here is the sole, look how beautiful it is. I do really like it. So I have 4 stitches here, 4 stitches here, and 10 central stitches. And now we will go on making and forming the sole and making decreases into the central part as well. Slip the first stitch. Now knit 6 until you have 2 stitches before the stitch marker. Next stitch marker. And we will decrease these 2 stitches, knit 2 together. And you remember on the right side we purl 2 together after the stitch marker. Turn. Same here on the wrong side, slip the first stitch. Now knit 5. Now knit 2 together. And after the stitch marker, again knit 2 together. Turn, slip the first stitch, knit 4. Now knit 2 together and purl 2 together. Turn, slip the first stitch. Now knit 3, knit 2 together and knit 2 together. In this way, go on knitting until you will have the last 3 stitches and no stitches here, just 3 stitches in the center. So what I have now, slip the first stitch, knit 1, knit 2 together. So this is the wrong side. And on the right side, you see now I have last 3 stitches. So slip the first stitch. Now knit two together and slip the first stitch over the second one. Pull all tails. Cut the yarn. Pull the tail through the last loop and pull. That's it, guys, the sock is ready. Now we will need only to sew it. So we will start with, you remember we had 4 rows in garter stitch. So we take the gray tail and we are going to pick up the bars of the first stitch right after the selvage stitch. And this bar. Okay, so let's pull. Let's do it also here, just once more. Okay, this part is ready, the gray one. Now on the wrong side, make a knot and weave in end. Somewhere here and cut. Repeat for the tails later. Now take the pink tail or the color you were using for the main part. And here in the same way, so you see garter stitch row, the first bar after the selvage stitch, here it is on one side, and now the next garter stitch row, the second one here, and the bar here, the third one, and the third garter stitch row from this side. Fourth, 1 2 3 4, this one is 4, now 5, and from this side as well. So in this way go on joining up until the ribbon part, and I will be back. That's the seam, looks great. Later on, please weave in ends. Take the gray tail. As you remember, we had 1 row in garter stitch, so in the same way, the bar after the selvage stitch and on the other side as well. Now, when you reach the ribbon, you are going to insert the needle right into the side stitch in this way. Insert the needle into one stitch and pull it out through the next stitch. The same repeat on the other side. So here is the knit stitch and here is the selvage stitch. Now again, insert the needle in one stitch and pull it out through the next stitch. And in this way, go on seaming the ankle part. And here is the seam. Please go on, and I will see you after. That's it, guys. Look at the seam. I like it. Now, because we are going to fold the cuff, we are going to weave all ends on the right side. Let's try it on. And that's how it looks on the leg. Really, really great. The sole and the sock. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial with me. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like this video. If you're looking for a written instruction, please check the link down. It will be posted on my blog. I wish you all a good day and see you soon. Bye!